Trump has already been deemed the savior of the housing market. Now, I know what you're saying. And if you think the housing market is going to turn around once he gets into office, let me tell you two things that's about to happen. One, there's a sector that's about to take off when he gets into office. Also, with the housing market already at full capacity, already where home prices are overvalued, and the housing market doesn't need to be lifted anymore because homes are just sitting on the market. There is no saving that the housing market is going to go from the top to the bottom. So what should you do in this instance? We already have a bubble in the stock market. It's already at the heights of the heights. And we know that the dip is coming. So the housing market, real estate market, homes are on the market, overvalued, and days on the market are longer. The stock market, stocks are becoming unaffordable, and they've reached euphoria levels. Now, will Trump tax plan and his tariff plan help the housing market? The markets don't need to be helped. What needs to be helped are people who cannot afford to be in the housing market and who cannot afford to invest. So America really has an unaffordability problem. The markets do not have a problem because the markets are always going to do what they're going to do. So can Trump bring back the middle class so they can afford these overpriced homes, so they can afford investments that's already in a bubble? Now, we have certain sectors in the stock market that are still low. Nobody's really paying attention to. They're still paying attention to artificial intelligence, Tesla, the Magnificent Seven. Those stocks are completely overvalued, like most homes that are on the market today. Overpriced, overvalued, not going to move your investments anywhere. So there's different sectors, and we can see it in Bitcoin because Bitcoin stayed flat ever since Biden was in office. And as soon as Trump got into office, it started to go up. That's because Bitcoin didn't hit a bubble, and it's not overvalued. It's still some value in Bitcoin. So you're going to have to look for sectors or look for companies or look for investments that are not overvalued and haven't reached a bubble, because things are about to change drastically. 401ks are about to get decimated. The housing market, some of these home sellers thought they could put these homes that are really overpriced on the market and thinking it's going to move, but it's still sitting and sitting and sitting there, and you're seeing prices on Zillow getting reduced drastically. What you have to remember is the number one key to investments and getting ahead of the curve is that you have to have opportunity and information. Information is the number one asset. If you don't have information, you're lost in the sauce. Anybody that runs a company, business, look at Al Capone. You have to have information. He had the information that he was getting ready to get raided by the feds. He had information on his investments of liquor or wine when they was doing in the prohibition era. You have to have information on how people are moving, information on where the industry is going, information on who's coming after me or who's not coming after me if I do this or if I do that. How is it going to benefit me, this information? And with that information, you can make proper decisions. But if you don't have any information, Like I said in the last video, if you don't have information on for comparables on the real estate market, the location, properties, things of that nature, you cannot make the right sound investment. Just think about it. Because when we come to the end, you'll realize everything has changed.